Banter fam, not bad, not bad. Altcoins waking up, baby. This is looking good. Happy Friday to you all. Hope you're all having a great week so far. It is nice when you keep conviction in the market. The biggest thing here is you'll have drawdowns, you'll have different tough stages within your trading journey, but the important thing is conviction, right? And doing something when the specials happen. And a big thing for me, was to actually take a little bit of advantage. The first thing I looked at today is my account is not far from recovered. Right, and this is the one that we bought it up, and I did go through some drawdown on it, but it's back at 750k. Right, I started at 820, was when it was around 860. So I'm nearly back on this big account, which is good. However, I explained to you guys a couple of days back, I said we got to do something with these specials, right? We can't just allow these specials to enter the door and not do anything. So what I decided to do was to keep my big position in, because again, that's my bull market position. I know alt season has not happened yet, right? And I said, let's open up a couple other positions, right? So I sold around 2 to 5% of my spot positions, and I opened up more positions. And I stand here today, okay, and I look at the week here, and this account currently over here was $48,000, right? So it's around 5% the size of the big account, and this one's now sitting at $227,000, right? I then took another around $6,000, okay, and I started building a Thorchain position. I told you guys the biggest special in the market that I see right now is Thorchain, and that's currently sitting at $51,000, right? So by the time that this account has started to recover, and by the time that this account gets back to break even, I am now going to be $300,000 to $400,000 in the profit of my other accounts. Okay, so you always have a choice when the markets come down. What are you going to damn do? You're going to sit on your hands and cry about it, or you're going to start building some damn positions and do something about it, right? And that's the important thing today. So guys, I still think there is very big specials on today's markets, and I want us to get ready for Trump walking through the doors. We know that Trump walking through the doors is a big moment, not only for Bitcoin, okay, any president actually walking through the doors, the markets go parabolic. And what's quite interesting here is even when Biden walked through the door previously, right, we had Bitcoin just above this important level, this major 618. And you could see that we are sitting in the same place over here again. But the big thing, right, is obviously that Bitcoin dominance, right? The Bitcoin dominance, last time we had any presidents walk through, the last two times, it actually marked the Bitcoin dominance high. Then we saw the massive alt season that we've been speaking about very much. Now, it's quite interesting that the moment that the market gets very demotivated, the best thing happens, right? Basically flush out a bunch of the market and we get going again. So today, I have multiple altcoin trades for you. Today, I have entries that I think are straight for the bull market. I actually, again, won't be surprised if Bitcoin is $110,000 to $112,000 by Sunday. I won't be surprised, right? The market doesn't care anymore right now. It went down and it went choppy for a couple of weeks. And when markets go bullish like this, they don't pull back. So I won't be surprised this market just goes absolutely parabolic, and we need to be prepared for that. So I got a couple of great specials for you guys today. Also, they're breaking good trends right now. Let's keep our heads in and let's make our damn money. So can I have likes? I want the likes that you took some trades this week, that you actually stayed within the game and you're seeing the reward. Your energy is lifting up. You are feeling better, right? Because I need full focus mode. I hope you got a little bit of rest in December, but now it is time to damn snipe those entries and make a lot of money. So no more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Banter fam, if you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Guys, like it up. I'm going to be giving away stuff today. You want Sniper Club? You want Bitfunded? You want these things? Like up the video. If I get 3,000 likes, I'm giving away a lot on this stream today. So like it up. Let's keep the energies going. How are we all doing? Maddie, everyone's 80% bullish. Fantastic. You're allowed to be bullish. Remember, I told you this whole week you can drink as much tequila as you want. Right? It's the time to drink tequila. And what I mean by that is get your buys, buy in the market. Don't be afraid to buy good altcoins, cheaper altcoins. Don't be afraid to take on a little bit more of the risk, because that's where the sentiment's at, right? Again, before end of December, I was on 90,000 views. Right now, 50, 60,000 views. Okay, 40% of the people are snoozing and they haven't even come back yet, right? Which means the club is not full. The club is only 60% full right now. It's early. Drink the tequilas, have a good time. When everyone comes flooding through the doors and things are getting rowdy, you're on the water, you're starting to sober up. Okay, and that is the main structure and the main rules that we are setting through now. I do think in the next 2 to 4 weeks, I think the clubs are going to be super crowded again. And I think we're going to be sitting back with really good positions, a full understanding of what we're doing. Okay, and we're going to be in the market 100%. And I think that's a very important place to be. And we did it when no one else was really interested within the market. So guys, let's jump into a couple of things. Firstly, I want to see how are we all doing. Yes, we're drinking tequila. Let's go. Sonic $30. Yes, I do think Sonic's going to have an incredible run. They had to just change the name, get everything done, all the short-term stuff. Long-term, I think it's incredible. Where is my say, dogs? I'll speak about that. Sub Club, please. No problem, no problem. Like the video. Cool, cool, cool. Just seeing how you're all doing. Okay, let's jump into. So again, we've got Trump walking through the doors. This has been a good sign for Bitcoin dominance. Actually, quite crazy that the last 2 times we actually had alt season, right? And again, it's not alt season. Okay, it is alt season. Altcoins go parabolic. It's take profit season. That's what it is, right? For all the big guys that accumulated in the last bear market through the last 24 months, all these sort of times, it's gonna get to take profit season. That's what it's called. So what do? They release the altcoins to get the whole damn world in crypto. Okay, and they get everyone to basically buy late. That brings in a ton of volume, and they can start exiting the bags, right? So it's not alt season. It's take profit season that's coming into play. And take profit season takes around, I would say, about 6 to 9 months. Right, and then you'll basically see the market go into the bear cycle again. I also brought up an interesting topic yesterday that we might not be in 4-year cycles anymore. Okay, things are different now. Way more money, way more adoption, way more interest within crypto. The bear cycle might only actually last 6 months to 12 months, and we might be actually in a 1 to 2 year cycle now. The market will slow down for a bit and then go up again, and this is the road to a $1 million Bitcoin. Right, that's the important thing. So main thing now is get the damn best entries of your life. Okay, start getting ready with your TPs and your targets and everything like that. Okay, and we're gonna ride a mega wave. We're gonna ride a mega wave, and we're gonna take a bunch of profits into it. Okay, and we're gonna be very level-headed throughout this whole entire journey. I was looking today at this account in specific, the Bybit account, right? And I started on 40K and I'm on 200. And my goal is to get around 400 on this current pump. And then I am going to start changing. I actually want to go very long, probably open my biggest trade ever on Ethereum. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm using Thorchain and I'm using Solana to get my accounts from the 40,000 to the 500K. From the 500K, I'm then going into ETH. Okay, and I want to catch ETH at a good level, hopefully a lot below 4,000. That'll be amazing, because I do think the run to 7,000 is going to happen with ETH very soon, right? I think the ETH rally is going to happen. So I'm using a couple of alts to get there. But the big realization for me was we trade an entire bull market, right, for actually one good run. That's it. Okay, if you look at any billionaires or any of the big guys that made massive successes within businesses, within finances, all these sort of things, okay, they actually only won once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. They lost 1,000 times. that's how, but they only won once, and that one was the one that retired them and got them done. That's the same thing over here when it comes to crypto. You're actually only here for one really good run, right? Where you catch the one coin, you bank profit, you catch the next coin, bank profits, you catch the next coin. And a 3 trade or three in a row streak takes your account from $100 to $100,000, right? Because it does. That's the type of expansion we are within this market. So for me, I look at this and I'm like, okay, it's exciting. That's cool. But Sheldon, you have 6 months to take 2 more trades after this with this account. And if you do it correctly, you turn it into double $1 million account. That's what you do. Okay, so from 40K, yes, you've gotten a good now, you've got a great, but keep your damn head straight here now. Okay, don't FOMO into crap. Keep your head level, because you've got 2 more trades away. Okay, and you can be sitting at 10 to $20 million. Okay, and that calmed me down so much today with the FOMO and all these sort of things. And it said, hey, you have a plan, bro. You got 2 more trades, not 50 more trades, 100 more trades, 2 more trades to take this, and you become a double dollar millionaire for $40,000 account. Okay, and that for me was like, okay, we got 6 months here. Okay, there's a couple of coins that I know I'm going to trade in 2-3 weeks from now. There's a couple of coins I know I'm trading right now. But you see how you start to build that mentality? And all that I want you to focus on now throughout your whole journey, guys, you need a 3 to 4 trading streak. That's what you need. You do that, you're going to do life-changing and incredible run. So don't think here you need to win 70%. No. Okay, we need one good damn run. That's it. Okay, let's go. Let's jump through a couple of things and get moving. So again, this is very good. And obviously, when it comes to the weekly charts on Bitcoin, we're actually saying to our plan here. That's our plan, guys. This is a plan. I drew this weeks back. Okay, weeks back, I drew this plan of Bitcoin going crazy end of January. Okay, it did have a little bit of turbulence in the beginning of the month. But if you look at this on the weekly now, this is a sexy ass candle. Okay, so basically the Bitcoin bears have tried to bring Bitcoin down for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. Okay, and Bitcoin has just engulfed the last 4 weeks of damage. Gone, finished, right? And what's very exciting as well is so has altcoins, baby. Look at the alt chart, guys. Guys, we are nearly back at the highs. Okay, and yes, we had a bit of turbulence. We had like 4 or 5 weeks of turbulence, and a lot of people couldn't handle that. Okay, and those that get through the patches will be the ones that reap the rewards. But that's insane. And I want to zoom out and inspire you again to understand what comes next, guys. That's the monthly chart on Total 3. All-time highs. When did Bitcoin go parabolic? Okay, when Trump walked through when the whole election happened. But the main thing is when we broke the highs. When we broke the highs of the 70,000s, okay, we went to 100. Okay, and we went to 108,000 in specific, but we actually started to move very quickly. So you know what comes next, right? You know that firstly, that monthly candle looks amazing. Okay, but secondly, when we break these highs, you're not going to see it again for a while, right? If you had to look at where we are now, okay, you are basically over here. And I just want to drop this line in here because it's so important to understand that is where you are. That's when altcoins broke all-time highs last cycle. If you go back, you'll see many times, right? That is where you are over there. This is only where the party begins, right? This is where things start to go really important. So these entries, again, I think are important. And look at that. Bull flag broken on the total 3. This is really, 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 really good. Okay. So again, you just pop through and just reminder your GRTs, your injectives, these things are still in weekly entries. They're still in long-term position entries. Your COTIs, your Doge coins. Okay, Doge is a bit expensive now. Casper's still there. Algo, wow, look at these weekly candles, guys. Incredible weekly candles. So again, you're running out of time for your investments, but let's jump into a couple. I got a trade here for you. It's called GMT. Okay, it's a spot trade. Maybe a very low leverage trade, but here's a token that I think is going to pop next. Okay, it had a beautiful drop consolidation, breaking trend here. Here's a trade, giving you one in the beginning, and I got many more to come, right? But here's a good trade that I think is good. It's a spot trade, and where you want to take profits on this trade is the top of this range over here. So I'm just giving you a trade to warm up the show, okay? And this trade, I just want to show you the risk to reward. Look at the risk to reward. The yellow line is stop loss, by the way. Okay, that's a risk to reward, really good. Okay, and this is up to a 20-30% trade to the top side over there. So there is a GMT good trade. Now, let's go through Bitcoin. Let's go through Bitcoin and let's speak about Bitcoin for a second. This is what I left you with yesterday. That's exactly the same chart left you with us yesterday, right? There we go. Two options now. Bitcoin has now gotten to the 102. 102 is the last resistance, and after this, we are all-time highs. Right? That's literally the next step after that because there's no more resistances, no more big resistances until we're at $108,000. That's why the market has crept up there now and sitting a little bit slow at the moment, but that's exactly where we are. So we got to get ready for the short squeeze, okay? And that works in two ways. Either short-term rejection, not much. Bitcoin goes to 101, maybe $100,000, and then we rock it through. Right, but I kind of feel the market's also at a place now where it probably doesn't want to pull back. It kind of wants to wreck the bears and kind of wants to leave everyone, because everyone's waiting for a pullback now. So if the market just goes up now, it leaves so many people on the side, okay? And they're going to have to FOMO in later. And that's what the market always wants you to do. It basically wants to chase you in a little bit later and make you very vulnerable within the market, right? So if we go here to Bitcoin, this is the two blocks that are super important. Okay, this is why literally Bitcoin is just pausing here at this point because it's a massive, the short squeeze to 108,000. That's why if I think we break this today, it's a no-brainer for me. I think we're at $108,000 to $110,000 by Monday, right? Which will be huge. Okay, and I'll show you why, because that dominance is going down. Okay, so this is the best scenario we could have asked for, right? Like look at Injective. Injective's starting to wake up beautifully. Dogecoin's looking good. Litecoin, oof. Altcoins, we called that Litecoin yesterday. That's very good over there as well. Okay, so 2 plays for Bitcoin here. Let's go through them quickly. First one is we basically reject, right? We reject. If we reject, we do this, and then we go. Means basically today is red, half of Saturday is red, and going to Sunday, market goes into weekly close. I really think the bulls on the weekly, especially for Bitcoin, I think they're going to want a higher high. I think they're going to really want, by the time Trump walks through the doors, I think 110, I think they're going to want to chase this up. So I think there's a big squeeze that is happening today. The market might want to just go absolutely massive. Remember, by the end of this month, which we are still 13 days away, I'm thinking we're going to hit $125,000 to $130,000 Bitcoin this month is still what I see happening, right? So going back over here now, we're either going to start squeezing into Sunday close or we're going to just go for it right now. If we start getting through here today, Expect something like that, and we start rocketing through. And then Bitcoin really starts to squeeze and starts moving. And it'll be very interesting if Trump walks through the door and we're sitting at damn all-time highs, right? What happens next? Now, the exciting chart here is the Bitcoin dominance. This is very exciting, right? Because you're getting Bitcoin just getting coiled up and getting warmer and warmer and warmer, right? But look at the dominance. Dominance rejected, baby. And not only did it reject, we're losing the bottom trend. We lost it yesterday. We've retested it now. This dominance wants to come down. Okay, so my eyes are on ETH, right? ETH is going to be a big player, and my eyes are probably on XRP continuing its rally, right? But that's very interesting to see that this point over here, this is looking good. Okay, and remember, high time frames, we obviously know where the Bitcoin dominance at. So this is saying today, if Bitcoin squeezes, okay, these altcoins are yours. They are at resistance. They're going to start squeezing. So look at this. We called it so good the other day. This week we called it bang on, right? This stage over here, we basically had the drop down, I set the V shape, and now we are popping through. Look how we broke the trend yesterday. Guys, alts are sitting at resistance. So here, there's resistance, okay? And there's the main, that's all-time high resistance. That's the big one, right? After this, guys, you see 300. Once we get through this red bar on the top here, 300% pumps are coming. 300 to 500% pumps coming, and some altcoins, I think gaming sector and a bunch of sectors will do 1,000%, right? There's a lot coming. And again, it's take profit season. It's going to start spreading out and the money's going to start getting diversified out of Bitcoin. But then we know we're getting kind of near the frothy stage and near the end. Only when everyone's in crypto is when it's time to take profit, right? When no one's in crypto, it's time to buy. Okay, so here we're at resistance right now. Okay, so again, two scenarios, a pull here, and then we get going. But if we don't, I won't be surprised if altcoins actually start squeezing into all-time highs today or in the next 24 hours. Okay, so that's huge over there, meaning that your entries now are running out faster than ever, right? So let's go through a couple of positions. I really think DOT is about to go on a big run. So spot trades, Polkadot, I think it's available. It's broken out. It's getting ready for a squeeze. It's got one resistance on top of it, and then it's literally sitting 20, 30, 40% above where we are right now. So DOT is looking amazing. Hyperliquid, look at that. Very good token, sitting in buy zones. Keep eyes on that over there. Bitcoin Cash, when this thing breaks these highs, so these are spot trades, guys. Once it breaks its highs here, there's a squeeze incoming. Again, I don't think we're going to these red boxes. I'm going to think we're going to the top. But these red boxes is an idea of when other people are going to start coming in, right? When everyone else is going to start FOMOing and all these sort of things. So you get to be that much earlier. Here is Bitcoin Cash. I want to go through another token as well, YFI, strictly trade only. At this red box, I will take some profits, right? And then leave some in. But this token, I wrote it the last bull market. It was fun, okay? And it had a massive rally, a couple of weeks back. And now it's at a great zone breaking entries. These yellow lines are the stop loss zones. Okay, so there is YFI over there as well. Keep an eye on decentralized exchanges. There is DYDX, breaking trend. I'm giving you tokens that are breaking trends that are still early, right? Considering just chasing pumps and all these sort of things. And again, GMT is also a really good one over here as well. A couple of things that I'm looking at as well is a couple of different narrative tokens. So again, we've been speaking about AI tokens and all these sort of things, and gaming in specific as well, okay? And also real world assets is a big one as well. And remember, here is one here on real world assets called Lingo, real world assets. So if you use the platform and you're part of their whole community and all those things, you actually get real world assets. I know they're in partnership with Nike and Starbucks and all of these amazing brands. Okay, so follow Lingo on Twitter as well. One of the good tokens to pay attention to. I even have this token here, which is called MetaHorse. I'm busy looking at this into some gaming. So I'm definitely going risk on at the moment and looking at a couple of the other plays before they basically run out, right? Let's go through some more here. Let's go through Cardano. Cardano is breaking a bull flag. So the Cardano army, you also deserve a pump. You deserve an all-time high Cardano. You've been just as strong as the XRP community and also had to go through a lot of crap, right? So I think Cardano is getting coiled up for a run back to the $2. So keep an eye out on the Cardano positions over there as well. Now, let's go through a couple of trades. I think ETH is in a buy. I do. ETH's about to break a short-term trade. I want to open up a $10 million position on the break of that top trend line. So I'm going to ride Solana and Rune a little bit more, okay? And then I'm going to open up my biggest trade that I've ever traded, right? And that's going to be on Ethereum. So for now, I think there is some early entries to start dipping your toes. It's breaking a short-term trend, and there's a few more days until ETH starts getting to the 3.6. Once it gets through the 3.6, we start the rally to 4,000, and I think we start the rally to $7,000. So keep an eye out on ETH. The tokens we spoke about, that is literally what I called yesterday on Injective. Look at that. Injective. So no buys here, but guys, hold strong, because when Injective breaks this high of 26, we're going back to that 35, baby. Things are moving very quickly. GRT, you have a buy zone. If you liked what you just saw with Injective, this chart's printing the exact same thing. This is where you're catching GRT. Okay, GRT in buy zone. There's the area over there. I'm expecting at any point a small pullback if Bitcoin wants to reject here and rocket ships. This token, I think, is going to get back to the top of the range, and that's already a 70% trade. Now, I want to remind you something. On all of these tokens that I'm giving you now, right? What's the goal? The goal is to get into these things before hyper excitement happens. So all that I'm seeing now with a lot of these tokens, right? I just see us being that a little bit earlier than the rest of the market, because from here, I see them going to the range highs. That's when everyone else is going to come. So just to go there, that's 100%. But I want to remind you what I think this altcoin pump is going to be. I think altcoins are going here on the weekly charts. That's where I think they're going. I think hyper run very quickly, catching everyone off guard. Will only last a couple of months, will be gone, right? And then it will go through very similar to what you saw on the left here. People don't, especially those who came into crypto now recently, you don't realize how fast these things move, right? Look at that on the left there, how quick these things start just ripping out of nowhere. So GRT for me is a really good entry. Okay, let's go through Solana. I'm very excited for Sol. Sol has broken trend. I think Solana is going to start having a mega run, right? So keeping eyes on Sol over here. This is my resistance, and the squeeze happens after $225 break on Solana. So what I see now is a break and a retest, and there's buy zones between this $208 and this $215 range on Sol. Just to remind you again, I am long like King Kong, right? I'm very long on Solana here at the moment. I have an $812,000 position on Sol. If we go here to this account here, I'll show you guys just how long I am on Solana, because it's really time. Where's my Sol position? Solana. There's my Sol position. $82,000 times 3. So that's another 240. So I'm over $1 million long on Solana at the moment. With the business. So Sol, I think a massive Solana run is happening. And I think it's time. Right, so Solana is still in very good territory. Keep an eye out on 𝗏𝗘. 𝗏𝗘's only just broken out, so these are spot trades, right? The spot entries now. There we go. It hasn't even broken highs, hasn't even recovered the V yet. 𝗏𝗘, baby. I gave you guys virtuals. This was really good. Keep an eye on virtuals. There's another bull flag going. Wouldn't buy it here, but I would not sell. Definitely not sell. We go through Dogecoin. How's our likes there, Matt? 1-1. Okay, no giveaways today. We get to 2,500, 3,000 likes. I do a ton of giveaways. Here is Dogecoin. I think Musk walking through the door. I think Doge is going to go through the roof, right? So I wouldn't buy Doge. I think it's too expensive now. I've given you what I think is very cheap. Here's Casper, looking incredibly strong. There's Algo. You can see where Algo is sitting. There's Chainlink. So do you see that we are coming into resistances? But after this, you see where the market goes next, right? Once we're through these tops here, we know where we go next, right? So again, if you're sitting on some cash, you only buy what's in the zone. This you don't touch, okay? Unless it does this. Then you touch. Then you have your damn tequila, okay? Don't chase the party. Keep level-headed. ThorChain. We caught this phenomenally on Club. Like Sniper Club, we caught this bang on, and we're busy with a 10x challenge over there at the moment. We caught this thing down here. Okay, we first got stopped out at 3.3, then we got stopped out, and then we caught this thing literally at 3.1, and we are busy building a mega position. That's where these positions that I'm showing you guys on ThorChain have all come from. So ThorChain, for me, is insane. I zoom out here and I look at it on the high time frame. I literally think we just caught one of the biggest damn fish and specials out there. So ThorChain's insane, right? We look at here XRP. XRP is nearly at 1.618. If it gets through this, where XRP is going next, because I heard previously that the all-time high is actually here at 3.3 or something, or 3.4 is where the previous all-time high is on all the older exchanges where it all started. If it decides to go through this area, here are your next areas for XRP. You have 4.5 and $5. realistically, if XRP had to go to $5, I'll take a lot of profits. I know it's amazing. I know it's great, but I think your run has happened, right? I think this thing's ran from 40 cents all the way to $5. I think that's a massive one. Guys, a good buy today as well is Atom and Cosmos, only just starting to break some trends now. So that's looking really good, as well as XTZ. Tezos starting to break through those major trends over there as well. So important thing for today. Okay, remember guys, if you're opening up any exchanges, CoinW, massive over here. If you sign up with my link below, I'll show you over here. Where's my link? There's this guy over here. If you sign up with CoinW over here, these are your rewards. You get $50 for signing up. You deposit $100, you get another $100 on top of that. And if you complete your first trade, you get $200. So remember that over there as well. Okay, let's jump back in over here. So the two plays again on Bitcoin look like this. That's the one play, and the other play is like this, both resulting in probably $110,000 Bitcoin by Sunday. Okay, and then we will see where the markets are at. Guys, have a fantastic weekend. Lots of love to you all, and I'll see you all on Monday. If Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, I'll see you on the weekend. Much love. Goodbye.